Thank you very much. How's it going, Brampton? It is such a thrill to be here. Merci beaucoup pour cet accueil très, très, très chaleureux. Friends, I've got great news, great news. We are halfway to Election Day, halfway to getting rid of Justin Trudeau's scandal-plagued government and electing a conservative government. I cannot wait for October 21st to come. How about you? Now, a funny thing happened just yesterday. The Liberals unveiled their platform. Now, I use that term with quotation marks around it because only half of it was costed. No details on how they're going to achieve any of their policies. But we do know one thing. They are raising taxes, they are borrowing more money, and life will get more expensive if Justin Trudeau gets reelected. We know that. Conservatives know that those billions and billions of dollars that are borrowed have to be paid back, that you're going to have to pay that back with interest. That's not fair. And we in Ontario, we've seen this movie before, haven't we? We know what happens with massive tax hikes, with endless deficits, with bigger and bigger bills, and people here falling further and further behind. It is the Kathleen Wynne playbook, but this time with canoes. That's the only difference. Justin Trudeau has raised taxes this term. We know he's going to raise them next term. Remember, he promised that he would cut taxes on the middle class. Instead, 80% of Canadian families are paying higher taxes today than they were when he took office. He said his carbon tax would work. His carbon taxes has added to the cost of running households, home heating, gasoline without doing anything for the environment. He also promised that this year, 2019, he would balance the budget. The budget would balance itself. Now, endless deficits as far as the eye can see. We know that Justin Trudeau is not as advertised. You cannot believe him to do anything except be embroiled in scandals, break promises, and look Canadians in the eye and tell them things that just aren't true. That you can count on Justin Trudeau for. Now, we have a better idea in the Conservative Party. Conservatives know that the dollar left in the hands of a hard-working Canadian taxpayer is always better spent than in the hands of the politician who taxed it. And we've got a real plan to make life more affordable. We are going to run a government that lives within its means, so we can put more money in your pocket so that you can get ahead. And it starts with job number one. Job number one for a Conservative government is to cancel the carbon tax. That's our commitment. We're going to go one step further, and we're going to recognize that in Canada, heating your home in the winter is not a luxury, it's a necessity. We're going to take the GST and HST off of home heating bills. For parents with kids that are thinking about university, we're going to boost the RESP grant so that young Canadians can get into post-secondary education. Now, as someone who spent a lot of time in Mississauga, ma mère vient de Cawthra Road at Mississauga. I visited Mississauga lots, took a lot of GO Transit, of public transit all over Mississauga and into Brampton. And we're going to bring back the green public transit tax credit to make taking that public transit more affordable. And I know in Brampton you have some specific issues as well. And that's why I was so disappointed when Justin Trudeau weakened penalties for dangerous offenders. We know in the Conservative Party that the rights of law-abiding citizens should come before the rights of repeat violent and dangerous offenders. And that's why we are going to target gangs, repeat offenders, and those who traffic illegal firearms in our communities. That's a real policy for safe streets and safe communities. We're also going to make sure that Brampton gets the support it needs when it comes to infrastructure. And we know that the Liberal members of Parliament in this area have done nothing to make sure that Brampton gets what it needs as this population grows. And my commitment to the people of Brampton is that we will ensure that Brampton gets its fair share for infrastructure spending and for anti-gang measures. Alors, nous avons un vrai plan pour l'environnement aussi. We've got a real plan for the environment too, and it doesn't involve carbon taxes. It doesn't involve chasing away jobs and investment from our country. It means taking the climate change fight global, recognizing that Canada can do more to lower global emissions by exporting our clean technology and by doing more of what we can do so well at lower emissions here at home. And I know so many people. J'ai visité cet coin souvent pendant les dernières années. I visited these ridings and visited Brampton, and I've met with so many people in the trucking industry, in the transportation industry. Even taxi drivers have told me that the carbon tax is hurting their bottom line. It's not doing anything to fight emissions, but it's making them work harder and harder and fall further and further behind. So we know that the Liberal members of Parliament from this area are completely out of touch with the needs of the people who live in Brampton. And that's why our plan for a government that lives within its means, gets back to balanced budgets so we can leave more money in your pocket is resonating so well. That's why we've got these great candidates. Let's give them a round of applause as well. They're on the ground, they're going to door to door, and that's what tonight is all about. Tonight is all about making sure that we work hard all the way through to October 21st. There's a great group of people here. I know a lot of you are knocking on doors, a lot of you are making phone calls, a lot of you are putting signs in. That's how we're going to win this campaign. Neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community, door to door. That's it. We don't have all the help the Liberals get getting their message out. We need each and every single one of you to help do that for us. And that's why my commitment to you is to work, give it 150%. 110% is not enough. 150%. 200%. All right. 200%. From now until October 21st and beyond, to make sure you get a government you deserve. A government that works for you, not a government that always makes you work for it. That is the Conservative vision for this country. So sign up for a shift. Fill out those forms to come in on a Saturday to go door knocking. Do what you can in your community, because we are going to win this election. We're winning it already. We are going to do this all across the country. Volunteers like you, grassroots organizers like you, hardworking candidates like the ones we have here. All of us working together in every corner of this country. We are going to turn the map blue. We are going to win ridings that no one expected us to win, because we've got the right ideas, the right candidates, the right message, and the right work ethic. And all of us, thank you very much. And we're all going to wake up on October 22nd to a brand new Conservative government. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Merci beaucoup.